So, not much is known about the world of Pokemon Legends Arceus. I've done videos discussing my thoughts about its potential, as well as what I believe is the truth behind this version of Sinnoh, so definitely click the iCard to check those videos out. But what I'd like to do here today is some classic Mystic Umbreon content, and give you all a top 5. In today's video, we'll be discussing my top 5 best regional variants for the game. Look, we don't know for sure that regional variants will make a return in these games, but I do think there's precedence for it. I mean, we do know that Pokemon not native to Sinnoh will be making appearances here, so I don't think it's out of the realm of possibility for a few of them to have different forms. The word best is also pretty subjective, so if your favorite Pokemon doesn't make my list, don't take it personal. In fact, before the video gets started, I'd love for all of you to write down in the comment section below what Pokemon you'd like to see get a regional variant in these games. The concepts I have for you all today were all drawn by Alicia Bell, and they came out amazing. The lore behind all of these Pokemon are really interesting, and I just had to share with all of you. So with that said, I think we can hop right into this top 5. Starting off this top 5, we have a favorite from Gen 6 being Malamar. Malamar was such a unique Pokemon, not only in the way it evolved, but in its typing as well. Now, Dark Psychic is a great typing that's hard to beat in the Strength and Interest department, but I hope you all will like its Sinnoh regional variant. In Sinnoh, Malamar sports the Water Flying type, maintaining 1 quad weakness in the Electric type and just 1 × 2 weakness in the Rock type. For the design, it draws inspiration from the Japanese flying squid, as well as fighter jets, as squids travel by, you guessed it, jet propulsion. Which brings us down to the ability that it dons. The ability is just simply jet propulsion, and is Malamar's very own speed boost. Yes, every turn its speed will be boosted by 1 stage, so you're going to want to take it out as soon as you can. So let's look at the stats so we can see how easy that'll be. Malamar is rocking 86 in HP, 102 in attack and speed, 62 in both defenses, and finally 68 in special attack. So yeah, it has a decent amount of health with a bit of lower defenses for the benefit of higher attacking power and speed. The jet propulsion it gets might seem unnecessary, as it's already decently fast, but having it will make it outspeed most Pokemon very quickly. So it would definitely be beneficial for people against it to try and target those weaker defenses and that times for weakness as soon as they see it. Otherwise, it might be the last thing they see. For moves, it definitely takes advantage of stab moves like Drill Peck and Waterfall, while having some solid coverage and extreme speed and U-turn. Other utility moves it would have access to include Knockoff, Rapid Spin, and Roost. So yeah, there would be many different options for Malamar, making it a potentially dangerous threat that needs to be taken care of immediately. Next up, we've got the digging Pokemon, Diggersby. In Sinnoh, its habitat is way up north in the snowy regions of Sinnoh, so it's better known as the Snow Shovel Pokemon. Sinnoh Diggersby replaces its normal typing for the Ice type, while still maintaining its Ground type. This big fluff is based on the Arctic Hare, so there's not really any huge lore going on with it. With the design though, you can see Diggersby had to step its fashion up a bit. It now sports some nice earmuffs, its feet have an Ugg boots resemblance, and its big dewlap acts as a scarf to keep it warm. So for abilities, it hangs on the cheek pouch, and the hidden ability, Huge Power. But its secondary ability is swapped out for Thick Fat, replacing the burden of having to deal with the Fire type. For its stats, the notable changes it faces are to its attack, defenses, and speed. All of that extra fur to keep warm caused it to be a bit slower, but in turn made it a bit more bulky. Its attack even got a tiny bump too, making it just a little bit more useful when it comes to attacking. For its move pool, it's got Stab and Ice Punch and Earthquake, while its coverage contains the other elemental punches and Brick Break. Now, I don't know how good this Pokemon would end up being. Huge Power is a fantastic ability, but it would definitely be hurt by being much slower. But regardless of its competitive viability, I think it's a cute Pokemon that many people would risk the potential hypothermia to get their hands on. Now here is one of my absolute favorite designs. We've got our thumbnail Pokemon, Caracosta. Yeah, if it wasn't obvious to all of you already, this turtle right here is a water and ghost type. Now, why is this poor Pokemon part ghost type? Well, that's a very good question. And I'll answer it. See, as Legends Arceus takes place in the past, this is a time period in which Caracosta had not gone fully extinct just yet. Their numbers were low, and time was very cruel to this species of Pokemon. The last sanctuary they inhabited just so happened to be the Sinnoh region. But as more people began to explore the land and colonize it, they ended up turning to the remaining Caracosta for subsistence. Bitter that the demise of their species came from selfish humans, the lingering spirits were reanimated in their shells, seeking nothing but vengeance against those that ate them. Pretty messed up, huh? Well, this, my friends, is based on the Japanese yokai Supon no Yurei, the soft-shelled turtle ghost. Some slight adjustments were made, as Caracosta isn't a soft-shelled turtle, but hey, the concept is still cool, right? I mean, I think it's deserving of a like on the video, but that's just me. Anyway, with that lore out of the way, let's talk about battle prowess. Abilities are straightforward, being Cursed Body and Perish Body. Pretty self-explanatory with the whole vengeance thing it's got going on. The stats are as follows: 74 HP, 133 attack, 70 in both defenses, 40 special attack, and 108 in speed. Yeah, this is a pretty beastly Pokemon. Fantastic attack, great speed, and pretty alright HP and defenses, all things considered. It's gotta be pretty strong if it wants retribution. It's got Poltergeist and Aqua Tail for stab, and Leech Life and Stone Edge for coverage. I think this is a Pokemon that you do not want to mess with. Regular Caracosta might not put up much of a fight, but Sinnoh Caracosta, they hit different. In the penultimate spot, we have the Hibernator Pokemon, Ursuring. Now, you all know bears love honey, and the Sinnoh region really thrives with the sweet stuff. When it was less populated with people, Ursuring were plentiful in the Sinnoh region. However, they developed a problem. The trees that contained honey were swarmed with many other Pokemon. These ranged from bug types to other normal types. Being vastly outnumbered, the Ursuring did what they needed to do to overpower all the other Pokemon so they could have all the honey for themselves. And that was training. So they all gradually went from their normal state to being very powerful fire-fighting types. Look, I know people might be sick of that combination at this point, but it's only ever been on starters, and hasn't made another appearance since Gen 5. So I think it's cool. Naturally, I think it makes sense for Sinnoh Ursuring to keep unnerved for its hidden ability, but the other two can be replaced with Iron Fist and Flash Fire. For stats, we've just rearranged them a bit. Everything remains mostly untouched, but it's just a little bit faster while having a slightly worse special attack stat. Oh no, whatever will I do? Special attack? No way, dude. The move pool can just be summed up by punching moves of every variety. Ursuring is a pure brawler and not much else, and that's okay. It doesn't need to be good at a few different things when it can be amazing at just one. And man, oh man, is it amazing. Then finally, in our number 1 spot, we have one of my favorite cave-dwelling Pokemon, Gigoloth. So the story here again comes from the lack of the human population in the Sinnoh region leading up to Legends Arceus. It dwells in the cave on Iron Island, which is far more rich in metals and minerals than in the Sinnoh we know. As people have not quite shown up, they start mining the cave for its resources. This was an abundant feast for this line of Pokemon, and thus they developed as rock steel types. As you can see, its body is a bit more abundant in stalactites, as well as sharp blades manifesting from its body. The big one in the center of its face, as I'm sure many of you can tell, takes inspiration from Cloud's Buster Sword. In fact, it even uses the sword-like appendage as a weapon against its foes, whipping its head around rapidly to ward them off. Sinnoh Gigoloth keeps sturdy in Sand Force, but adds on Technician. For stats, it's got 95 HP, 135 attack, 140 defense, 60 special attack, 70 special defense, and an abysmal 15 speed. Look, all that extra weight and power had to come at a price somewhere. But let's be honest, it's not like the old Gigoloth was outspeeding anything really, so it's not really a loss in my eyes. Its move pool is pretty much the same, just includes a few more steel type moves. Double Iron Bash is a good one, for example, being able to hit twice with Technician. Let me know what you think about that, because yeah, that's wild. Well, I think that's going to do it for the top 5 best regional variants for Pokemon Legends Arceus. I had so much fun doing these concepts for these Pokemon, so I really hope you all enjoyed them. Definitely leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and comment down below which was your favorite. As more time goes on, we'll learn what kinds of Pokemon will actually be available in the game. So fingers crossed, we do get regional variants in some capacity, as I would love to make another video like this in the future. So with that said, thank you to everyone for watching the video. Huge thanks to my phenomenal team and the amazing art done each week by Danny the Demon. I couldn't do all this without them. If you all enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Be sure to leave a comment too, as it really helps us out. I also do other content on my Twitch, where I stream Genshin Impact, Mystic Zora, where I do Pokemon Let's Plays and other gaming content, and of course MysticSage, where I do all anime content. Right now, I'm focusing on Inuyasha and Yashahime, so if you're interested in that, be sure to check it out. If you'd like to support me even further than that, check out my Patreon. Whether it's a $1 tip to get early thumbnail access, or the $10 tier to get cool perler bead charms and a shout out. There's tons of reasons to join today. These lovely people did, and I thank them all so much for their support. It really means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mr. Umbreon, and I will see you all next time with some more amazing Pokemon content.